Today's the day I betray. My remote has low battery. I don't even have Toadette. Do I have Nabbit? Okay, I have Nabbit. And I am not using the little dumpy. I am using the baby blooper. This might not be the best idea to do this on a regular public online match with intermissions, because if you watch my previous video on Mario Kart World, you know that we kind of established that the little dumpy might actually have a purpose, and that's intermissions. This kart's still probably better, and with Nabbit. The baby blooper is the best kart in the game, hands down, and characters like Nabbit and Toadette and maybe a couple others, but I'm drawing blanks on those, are kind of the best stat characters. So they updated this game to make track-like courses a little bit more likely in online public matches, but it's still fairly unlikely, meaning that playing private lobbies they have to find in the Discord server is still the way to go to get full lobbies and ones that only play tracks. It's probably what I'm gonna do after. I'm still going after coins like I need them. I hear someone with a boomerang. Yep. Somehow managed to find me, even though I'm way over here. How are the boomerangs finding me? They nerfed boomerangs to at least be less homing-like, and I'm still getting homed by them. Of course. Of course. How many bombs? I don't know. What, 7th, 6th? Out of how many? Do you think I could have done that with the little dumpy? I think so. I don't think that this kart made the difference. So I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna go to Discord. I'm gonna get into one of the private lobbies. Here we go. 6 races. I can really get a good judgment in these 6 races if this kart is actually gonna do me well. Wario Shipyard. I will say I don't like this map, but I also will say I've been using the little dumpy, which is horrible in the water. And we got CPUs in here. It's going to be really embarrassing if I lose to some CPUs. I don't know what game Nabbit is from, but I do remember the first time that I saw him in this game, I thought he was Chowder from the Cartoon Network show, which is one of my absolute favorite shows of all time. I'd be damned to say it's my favorite kids cartoon. You know, SpongeBob's up there too, you know, especially those first couple seasons, first few seasons of SpongeBob. But Chowder, I'd say is I don't know, I think it's just as good of a show. Just as good in a sense that it can be rewatched when you're older and still be funny. Like, there's a lot of naughty references for what is a kid's show. Look at this, I'm in 2nd. But of course I get fucking boomeranged. Why is that even in the game? You should just get rid of it. Obviously Nintendo knows it's dog shit. That's why they nerfed it. Okay. Where's my money? And where are my boxes? Why is there someone always camping at whatever box I'm trying to go for? 1 mushroom in 12th. How the fuck is that going to be helpful? I suppose I could have got coin block or something, but I guess I'll get 1 box. It's better than 0. No! Well, it doesn't matter. I was gonna get pushed into a coin. Not a coin. A turtle shell by Wario. Fat, worthless fuck. Now, here we go. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this... I'm really sensing a difference using this kart than the little dumpy. I think I finished with the CPUs. There's all the CPUs and me. Racing is the best combo in the game. You know what? There's one thing about getting shit on, using Toad and the little dumpy, and being like, well, I use the debatably one of the worst combos in the game. So, you know what? Fuck all of you. But then getting that bad using the best combo in the game Oh, that's not good. Another water course. Who the hell's in here? Ooh, that's a fish. Voting for every water course option there is in the game. Look at all these people using those, the shortcuts and stuff. What lobby am I in? Oops. I didn't do that right. I usually don't even try that with a little dumpy. Because I know it's not going to make that turn. But since I had this thing, I thought I could do it. And here comes the downward spiral. I'm driving pretty good towards the front of the pack all race. And then last lap comes around and something changes. These people all get wild hairs up their ass. Holy fuck, look at me. I'm flying. Yeah, but then I get redded, and that will inevitably lose 17 spots for it. Well, there's some spots lost right at the end. Now, this seems like a map with more water, but also one with, I think that the baby bloopers are particularly good. Oh yeah, back the green to hit me. I'm just trying to live my life. I mean to neutral drift. If you're just touching your stick a little bit, you don't get a neutral drift and you start drifting somewhere you don't want to go. There should be like stick forgiveness or something. I don't know where the hell that comes. Well, we know the shock already came out. I should have probably used my shroom there. Well, I guess I'll use it here. All right, let's go. Oh boy. That was a good cut. That was one of the best cuts I probably could have probably I could have probably ever took. Sometimes I think I'm having a brain aneurysm. I'm 5th over, wait, no. I'm 8th overall now. I will say, this car does seem a lot better to drive. But I'm not really getting the best results in the world. Well, supposed to drop banana, throw shell, go through hole, but instead, I'm just gonna go flying off over here. I think I'm gonna go backwards. I don't know if it's ever worth it to go backwards to get a box, but I figured since I was just so close to that one. Hopefully a bullet star. Let's get going. How about we? Well, so much for that star. I wouldn't have expected a shock there, as I don't think many would. A shell. I was hoping to get another thing of mushrooms. No! Man, if I didn't get freaking iced, I would have probably gotten, what, 6th? Acorn Heights. I think this is the last race as well. This is race 6. I'm looking good to beat Rocky Wrench and the other CPUs. Not looking good to beat many of the actual players. And I get a boomerang. You know what's crazy? Is I think the boomerang is the one item that the person that gets it isn't excited, and the person that gets hit by it isn't excited. Holy shit, that was almost a world record type strategy right there. Somehow I find myself in first. Fuck. I totally misplayed that. Dude, I feel like I'm actually playing that part of the map good. Thank God it didn't try to go for me because I was close to the front. I think if I would have taken... I need to take the vines at the end. If I would have taken the vines at the end, I might have gotten first. But I'm so used to not taking those vines at the end because the little dumpy does not play vines at all. Wait, is there another race? Oh, there's still one more race, isn't there? This kart seemed to make Acorn Heights a much more enjoyable map than the little dumpy makes that map. Well, this will be a test. Bowser's Castle. Should I dare take the shortcut? No, I shouldn't. I didn't. I know I have an idea of how to do it, but I did not do it. What? Oh, wow. I guess that kind of worked out for me because I just shock dodged unintentionally. I could have picked up a star there if I was a little bit more acute of my senses. But I don't know how I got a fall there. I didn't think I hit a shroom. I'm glad I got a double there. I don't know how I got it. Thingy and other thingy. Can you back a dingalabooper? Can you back the icy thing to icy hot your nuts? To icy hot a red shell. Can you throw icy flower back? I don't know about hitting him. I don't think I did. Okay. Y'all are irritating now. Everyone just hit the freaking gas pedal this last little bit of race here. Oh! Oh my God! I'm 2 for 2. I'm 2 for 2 on shock dodging from falling off the map. That's crazy luck. And then I get this, though. Boomerang fucking 3 turtle shells in 7th at the last set. I might as well shove the boomerang up my ass and the turtle shells up my pee-pee. Oh! Oh, yeah, that's a great setback right there. That was a good respawn. I'm glad you put me 7 miles before the final jump, even though I fell at the end of the final jump. What a stupid, dumb, in other words, which I cannot say, fucking race right there. You can have the little dumpy or the freaking Jesus cart here, and you're gonna get pissed off. That's bullshit. Look at that. Just 1 more point or 3 more points, and I'm in 5th instead of, or 6th instead of 9th. Use better kart. Still get pissed off. Still hate the game. Or I don't hate the game. For some reason, I like punishment. I have a kink for it, so I like this game. And I'm just going to keep on using Little Dumpy and Toad, because I'd rather be known as good at that than good at sweaty combo and still losing.